Is it just released this weekend or has it been released?
I think it's a new release, yes.
Is this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, but it's in the same vein.
Because I was like, that is your shot. I've been waiting for you to get all excited about it. And so I was like, man, I bet he picks Teenage. Is it out? Has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles made it out? All right.
Yeah.
Well, it is Friday here on Good Things. We got Tanya back in the house to catch us up on movies. It's been a few weeks, so I'm sure she's been busy. But so that one is out. That's one of the ones that has released over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I haven't had a chance to see it, but it looks really good. So
that kicks back to all of us in the 90s, right? Like Rhino, I know that was one of yours and everybody else's. So I'm hoping it's a good family-friendly mix of parent versus kid, or parent and kid can go and enjoy it together.
Yeah, it looks like the same kind of animation as Spider-Man a little bit, so that's very intriguing. But yeah, the big new release this weekend is Gran Turismo, which the first time I saw that, I thought it was, Turismo. Is that right, Rhino?
Yes.
Why name it hard?
I know. I keep getting
It's
it
named
mixed
after
up.
a video game.
Yeah, it's based on a video game based on a true story of a kid that was really good at this game and won the chance to actually drive a car, a professional race car driver, become one. So every time I hear about this movie, I keep thinking of that movie that Clint Eastwood was in, Gran Torino. Is that right?
Yes.
I feel like I have been gone for so long. It's like I just feel like I've forgotten
how it works.
My ABCs. But anyway, so that's the big new release this weekend, PG-13. Also, another one out wide this weekend is called The Hill. And this is based on a true story as well. It stars Dennis Quaid as a dad who is a preacher, and he has dreams for his son to also be a preacher, but his son just happens to be a really good baseball player, and he's got some sort of spinal disease that affects his legs, and because of that, baseball was kind of a danger to him because it could further his spinal condition, and so you've got the dad discouraging him from baseball. And then you've got the kid whose dream is to play baseball, and just what that looks like for that family.
Did you say that's inspired by a true story?
Yeah, inspired by a true story. And so that one is rated PG, and it is out this weekend. And then for all of you who didn't get enough the first time around, Jurassic Park is being re-released this weekend.
The original?
The original for its anniversary. I couldn't recommend it enough. I mean, definitely go see it on the big screen if you didn't get to the first time, because it is by far the best of all of them.
And all the animatronics, whatever you want to call it, and it's not really CGI. That wasn't then. It's not as great as you can do now, but it holds up.
Right, exactly. And it's still, I would put it in my top 5 of all-time scary movies ever. So definitely check that one out if you see it. And then last weekend, Blue Beetle came out. And so I'm playing catch up since I wasn't here. That's the movie that I saw. And this is like the latest superhero movie in the DC universe. And honestly, I thought that this one was going to get lost in the shuffle of Barbie and just all of the summer stuff and all the other action hero movies that have come out. But it actually was number 1 last weekend. It beat Barbie by maybe 5 million, which I think
Take that, Barbie.
which speaks a lot to how well Barbie is still doing. I think, they're well over 500,000 now. I think closer to 600 million domestically. So I don't think they're crying about getting bumped to number 2. But Blue Beetle, when I saw it, I really enjoyed it. I think, I kept thinking, gosh, this kind of reminds me a lot of Spider-Man because it's a teenager. Well, he's actually in his 20s. He's a new college graduate, but a young man who, suddenly has these powers, and him trying to figure out what to do with it, how to handle it, how to balance it, much like Spider-Man. But the difference between Blue Beetle and Spider-Man is that Spider-Man kept his powers a secret from everybody, and Blue Beetle, his family is very much in on it, and right there by his side as he navigates this new world. But it's a little a device that is some technology created by aliens that somehow lands in his hands.
Did it say don't open the box?
Yeah.
I think on the
he was actually given literally a box with this blue beetle in it and told to guard it with his life and do not open the box. But of course, his family sees it and says, let's open the box. And the next thing you know,
he's a beetle.
This blue beetle is inside of him and turns him into this superhero.
Which that's a little scary moment. But is the rest of it pretty?
Yeah, it's really, I mean, you have your typical action sequences, but I didn't think it was scary at all. The main actor that's in it, you'll recognize him from Cobra Kai. He plays Miguel on Cobra Kai. He's a great young actor. Of course, he's a new college graduate, is coming home for the first time after graduation, and quickly learns that his family is in financial ruin. And so he's making it his business to go out, get a job, try to save their house that they're about to lose, which puts him at the steps of this large corporation where he's trying to get a job, and that's where he's handed over the Blue Beetle. But great cast. In addition to him, Susan Sarandon is in it, which I've not seen her in a while. She plays the bad guy, which is kind of fun, but she looks just the same. I mean, I was watching it thinking, she looks just like she did when I saw Thelma and Louise. I mean, she's like one of those actresses that doesn't age. But it is PG-13. I have a feeling teenage girls probably will go see this movie for the actor that plays the Blue Beetle. Jamie is his character's, or is his human name. But it's fun, and it's one of those movies that I think is a great testament to the importance of family and, what a family unit, how you should support each other and back each other up no matter what. So it's got a good positive message.
Well, it sounds like it could be a good movie for everybody if you're kind of into that and just looking for something to do to get out of this heat.
Yeah, and it's kind of furthering the DC universe. There are 2 bonus scenes, so make sure you keep your seat. That kind of gives us a little hint as to what's to come.
Is that the only one you've seen lately, or you got more up your sleeve?
That's really it. I've done a lot of rewatches lately. I've just kind of been in that mood. I just rewatched Everything Everywhere All at Once that won the Oscar. And I think I enjoyed it even more, and I had heard that you really need to watch it multiple times. And I get that now, having watched it again.
Is it streaming somewhere?
It is streaming on Paramount. I think it may be on Showtime. And it's one of those that you can easily rent for, $2 or $3 if you have like Amazon Prime or something like that. But definitely, all of those actors won the Oscar, and I think they each deserved it for sure.
Is there anything else that's new to streaming that if you didn't get a chance to catch it in a theater, you might could have now?
Yeah, well, there's one that's straight to streaming, and that's Adam Sandler's new movie. It's called You're So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. And believe it or not, it's produced by his company, Happy Madison, but his whole family stars in it. And I've started watching it. I haven't finished it yet, but it's just some of the drama of middle school.
Oh, and, God. We just started.
His real life daughters play his daughters in this movie. His real life wife plays the mother of his daughter's best friend in the movie. I thought that was interesting. Adina Menzel actually plays his wife in the movie, and I wonder why did he cast his own wife as somebody else, but maybe just to, I don't know.
What's the chance, though, a whole family
I know
could do that? Because I feel like maybe the kids or whatever, but usually spouses aren't necessarily both. Does she have any acting other than this, or
Not
is this
that
just one
I'm
of those?
aware of. Like, I'm not sure what her background is, but I was thinking she was maybe a makeup artist or something, but I don't know that for sure. But the girls, I haven't gotten far enough in to see much of his wife yet. But his daughters are great actors, so
he's got a good eye for comedy too. Like he's got that good kind of cadence with what's funny. And some of it's silly, but for the most part, he knows how to have humor, which is always something fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
What's coming up, though?
We've actually got next weekend, we've got Equalizer 3, which I'm excited about. That's Denzel Washington. And, he can do no wrong in my book. And then Big Fat Great Wedding 3 comes out the following weekend. That's one that I've really been looking forward to for a while. And then all of my little ones out there, Paw Patrol.
Oh,
The Mighty movie is coming out September 29th.
Chase is on the case.
Yeah.
All right. You guys stick with us. We got a few more good things for you.